Okay. I'd like to welcome everyone to the October 15th, 2020 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board. To my right is our Vice President Gary Merrill and our County Administrator Mike Fromer. And today's meeting is being run by Sarah DeNova, so we can begin.
Resolution number 20-902, in the matter of approving electronic record from proceeding from regular meeting held October 12th, 2020.
So moved.
Second, forgot to mention that Barb Lewis, Commissioner Lewis, is not here today, so I'll second that and vote, please.
Vote on motion 20-902. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-903, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CMA PR 1014 and memo transfers in batch numbers MTA PR 1014.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 20-903. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-904, in the matter of acknowledging receipt of annexation petition from the agent for the petitioner, Porter R. Welch, attorney at law, requesting annexation of .803 acres of land in Berkshire Township to the village of Sunbury.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 20-904. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-905, in the matter of approving a memorandum of understanding between the Delaware Morrow Mental Health and Recovery Services Board and the Court of Common Pleas, Delaware County, Ohio, for specialized docket subsidy project.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kristen Schultz from the Delaware County Common Pleas Court, Court Administrator. We also Katie Simmons here, Court Administrator for the Juvenile Division. We're asking for approval of this Memorandum of Understanding. This provides $90,000 in grant funding from the Department of Mental Health for our 3 specialized dockets with the court.
Is that the same as last year?
It is, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, sounds like I know the courts have been, these specialized courts have been very successful.
They have been, yes. We have the recovery docket, which deals with drug-addicted members, and then we have the mental health docket, and the juvenile court has the family dependency docket. And they have been very successful.
It's great to get that specialized treatment and get people recovered quicker. So, we'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 20-905. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-906, in the matter of approving an addendum to the consulting agreement with Cell Site Capital, LLC.
So moved.
Second, discussion. You're up.
Oh, thanks, sorry, I missed the
We had a
introduction.
motion and a second, and now we're waiting for discussion.
Bob Lamb, Economic Development Director. Commissioners, before you is a request to approve a marketing agreement between the county and Cell Site Capital. Cell Site Capital has been working with us for the past year and a half on the development of a fiber and cellular plan. That plan is currently in the final stages. We have a document over to the county engineer's office for review on a dig once type policy that would be able to be coordinated between the different service providers, the county engineer's office, and also our office. We're trying to make sure that it is a usable policy that will support the county engineer's policies as we finalize it. The agreement before you, though, would allow Cell Sites Capital to begin to market sites that we have control of within the county for cellular development purposes. We believe that this will do several positives for the community. First is increased revenue coming to the county through the leasing of space that we have to private enterprises seeking cellular development. Second is the expansion of cellular services throughout the county, especially in northern areas. And third is the expansion of fiber opportunities throughout the county. Most cellular sites need to be tied into a fiber line at this point in time. And so by us being able to leverage county assets to develop cellular services, services. We will be able to expand the fiber network throughout the community, providing a benefit to both our residents and to school districts and others, as well as private businesses. We're very excited about this. We think it's a movement in the right direction, and we are already starting to see positive results through this process. We are currently pending a site in Radnor for development of a cellular tower that would expand fiber into that area as well as increase service. It also will generate new revenue to the community, approximately $1.4 million over the next 20 years. And then we also have a site in the Sunbury area pending that we would hope to see completed sometime in the late 21, 22 type area. But I believe this agreement will help us bring more online quickly. Happy to answer any questions that you have.
Do you mind just add what we talked about this morning? Where are these dollars?
The dollars are not earmarked for any specific funds, so they would be general fund-oriented revenue.
Yeah, I think this is great, you know. It's a win-win-win. I mean, the county gets some revenue, you know, to support operations. The residents and businesses get cell service and fiber service, and, you know, that's in areas that really need it. So that's just, especially in this day and age now with so much remote activity being done, that it really helps the residents in those areas that have difficult service now. So great to see.
And there are areas in our county that take it for granted, the level of service, and then
still gaps.
those individuals don't see the difficulty other areas have just because of the lack of population concentration as much as anything, I believe.
Yeah, we see great service numbers on the south side of the county. Unfortunately, the northern area is not developed in a manner where they're seeing the same level of quality in the service. And that's not an attack on the service providers, it's just the availability of the services.
Economics.
Yeah. And again, this should open up those areas to further businesses, or business expansion, new businesses moving in, which just helps everyone, and helps the economy. So it's great to see. Good work. We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 20-906. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Bitton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Resolution number 20-907, in the matter of awarding a bid to and approving a contract with Property Works LLC for ITB number 20-02, snow removal services for Delaware County.
So move.
Second, discussion?
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. We did receive 3 bids for the snow removal for all the county parking lots and driveways. One bid was incomplete. They did not submit all the required documents and information. The parent low bidder, Property Works, is actually located out on Marysville Road between Delaware and Ostrander. Everything checked out and recommending award. Just a side note, I think I mentioned in the bid, when we went out to bid, our previous contractor has retired, so he has not bid on this time. So this will be a new contractor for this service.
I know this year, plus a little of last year, was pretty light in snow.
It's very light.
So do you know how much we spent in this cycle, that ended in the spring?
I can get the information.
I was just curious.
It's very light. I
what I
believe,
thought.
like the 2018-19 winter, we had previous spent almost $50,000 on a more typical, winter. Yeah, this last winter was atypical. Very little, very little snow plowing. Several occasions we had ice build up they had to apply, but
Now, do they get paid a retainer regardless of how much work they do, or they just get paid for the work
no,
they
actually,
do?
our bid is a unit cost per
Event.
plowing snow per location, and then it costs to put salt down. And they provide us an estimated amount of salt, so for comparison purposes, Property Works was not, they were pretty heavy on their calculated salt, so they did not try to short us there. So,
Good.
yeah, so it's a unit cost per time, so. Estimating this total, if to do all the plowing and do all the salt application for all the locations is $4,900, it's going to be an increase over our previous contract, probably about close to 50% increase over the previous contract.
Can you guarantee us another light winter?
Yeah, really.
Can you guarantee us another light winter this winter?
I wish. Well, maybe let's not go there.
All right, vote, please.
Vote on motion 20-907. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution
Jen.
number 20-908, in the matter of amending Resolution number 20-157 for the purchase of a motor vehicle for the use of Delaware County Emergency Medical Services Department.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Jeff Fischel, Director of Delaware County EMS. Way back in, I believe, January, the board approved the purchase of a new staff SUV for EMS. The SUV was ordered, however, when COVID came around, it put our vehicle on about a 6 to 7 month delay. So the vehicle is now in, and it's been dropped off at the facility we use to stripe it and put the sirens on and everything like that. However, and unfortunately, due to the wait of waiting for our vehicle, what kind of got lost was that we did not order the radio equipment timely. And because of that, the quote that we were originally given expired, and the quote has gone up by $139 since it expired. We didn't order it in time. The entire project is about $1,200 under what the board originally budgeted for this. However, since the resolution initially stated that the communications equipment would not exceed $1,984.40, I do have to come back for the resolution to be amended, because now the communications equipment is $2,123.76. But we're still quite a bit under the original cost of the project itself.
We'll be more careful in the future as far as making sure these things don't get away from us.
Exactly. The only reason why it occurred is because when we heard that there was such a delay, we kind of just put the whole project on hold, not realizing that the quote we are given had an expiration date for the communications equipment. But yes, it will be more careful in the future.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 20-908. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-909, in the matter of adopting a Delaware County National Urban Search and Rescue Response System Participation Problem. Sorry.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Putting this back on. Delaware County EMS has members of our department that participate in different national teams. Most recently, not the hurricane that's currently hit the Gulf, but the one that hit about a month ago, we sent 4 members of our department down, 2 of which got deployed to Ohio Task Force 1, which is a statewide team. Different agencies throughout the state pledge members to this team. The team deploys down to areas throughout the country. It doesn't have to be a hurricane. It could be an earthquake or a big tornado or something like that. And then these individuals provide care or search and rescue, whatever their specialty might be. It's a huge benefit of the county because they bring back training to us that we could never offer them. And they get to experience large disaster areas and the incident command structure in a way that probably would not present itself in Delaware County. That being said, in the last deployment, it was discovered the county never had a true policy to address these individuals being sent down to these different areas. After talking with the auditor's office, HR, Eric Hochstedler, it was determined that policy needs to be in place and adopted, and so mostly what was done was the federal language was drafted and adopted into a policy for us.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 20-909. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Joe.
That brings
Thanks,
us to
Jenny.
administrative reports.
Jenny, you were pretty chatty this morning. Oh, okay, okay. Good morning. Okay, administrative reports. Mr. Merrill?
Just a couple of things. 7:30 this morning, Delaware Education Council, which I've been a member of for 7, 8 years, we had one of my favorites, virtual meetings. So
You love those now.
I love those virtual meetings. We get so much accomplished during those. Not specific to this, that's a generic statement. And it went well. It's basically an update on how things are going in the schools and an upcoming levy they'll have on the ballot. The other thing, Marissa, myself, Harold Wolford, and Brian Gallagher met Tuesday to kind of review, discuss the dedication of the new monuments, and Marissa will be getting with you and Barb to kind of show you the agenda that was, I believe, agreed on between the different entities, and look forward to that event. I'm looking forward to properly rededicating those monuments, and obviously the date to honor our veterans is always important, and it's going to be a little different this year than it's been in past years, so the goal is to keep it to 45 minutes or less, and probably less, and that's all I have.
Yeah, that'll be a great ceremony, very timely. As the new court, or the historic courthouse reopens, the plaza is finished. 11 o'clock.
11
on the 11th month of the 11th day of the 11th month. So, yeah, great pulling that together. I think that's it. I just, let's see, just one other thing. There's a chamber lunch Thursday. Alex Fisher, the Columbus Partnership, is speaking about the economics of Central Ohio and Delaware County, and that should be very interesting. Main Street is having their groundbreaking today for their new facility down at on East Winter. East William, I mean. So hopefully that they're able to make that happen. That'd be a real nice fit for them, and saving a very nice historic building. I think that's it. That's all I have. No need for executive sessions. So with that, Sarah, if you want to adjourn us, we are adjourned. I'll do